and we told the council to go fuck themselves when they asked for help at the very end of the game. That wasn't very stealthy.
Weapons offline! Somebody get that fire out!
Liara, go!
We love you. We love you, Liara. And raw, terrifying space as the ship is being ripped apart.
Routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission?
Cybernetic enhancements.
Take cover.
At least I can control taking cover a lot more now too, but here we go. Vanguard time! Boom! Yes, that's how we do it. You don't get up. Sit down, dickhead. Oh, you're still up? Look at this creepy bastard. Oh, it exploded. So, last night we finished the final chapter of Mass Effect 1. For those that are wanting to catch up, the streams are still available for viewing on either Twitch or YouTube. The high definition, the high resolution edited versions are slowly making their way onto YouTube. I usually am about approximately, a week behind versus for the stream versus the recordings, the high definition recordings. So they'll make their way on there as well. We're going to kick straight into Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 was released a couple years after, well, I think 4 years? 4 years after Mass Effect 1. And Mass Effect 2 and 3 were kind of, built in succession. And they're very similar to each other. Mass Effect 2 typically is everyone's favorite. This tends to be the most popular of the series for a number of reasons. Mass Effect 3 typically being the second most favorite, Mass Effect 1 being the least, mostly because Mass Effect 1 was a bit more dated and a bit more clunky. But Mass Effect has the awesome background story, lore building and mystery. Mass Effect 2 has the sort of climactic plot and story and awesome characters. And then Mass Effect 3 sort of brings everything together to close off the trilogy. So they've each got their strengths. The thing I'm most looking forward to is the combat. The combat mechanics in Mass Effect 2 and 3 are way better than Mass Effect 1. And you'll see why once we get into some combat very shortly, hopefully, because I play a Vanguard and I love the charging capabilities. So, enough talking from me. Let's crack into importing our save. I'll just make sure this chat box appears properly. Message to join our Discord if you have not already. Come along, we have memes, game info. Yes, that's working on stream. Excellent, cool. Cool, so with the Mass Effect trilogy, you can import your character. In fact, it's highly encouraged because it carries over all of your decisions as well as some of the perks of what you have achieved in that first game. Yay, tech issues. Well, hopefully not too much. All right, so let's import and let's crack on into the introduction. So we're going to play on hardcore mode because we're hardcore. I'm not going to do insanity because I think it might get a little bit repetitive and a little bit slow with the progression of some of the combat, at least for the start or the majority of the game. The end game probably less so, but we're just going to stick to hardcore. So this is the second hardest difficulty out of like 6 difficulties or something like that. Subtitles off, that's all fine. Let's continue. So our name is Shade, our rank, so we got to level 57 or 28 or whatever in the new leveling system. We were a Vanguard. Psychological profile, so we maxed out the Paragon rating. So Commander Shepard followed the Paragon path, so I maxed that out. So that's being sort of noble, heroic, and charming and persuasive in our ways of actions, rather than, the opposite, which is renegade, intimidation, bit of a dick sometimes kind of route. You can do both. You can boost both Paragon and Renegade in all the Mass Effect games. However, you're better off focusing on one so you can unlock those dialogue options, the harder ones through the game. We were able to persuade Rex not to turn on us when we went to Vermeer. We're going to jump into the interactive comic in a section that'll in a minute that will cover off some of those details. Caden was killed in action on Vermeer, so that was rough. Poor Caden. And we told the council to go fuck themselves when they asked for help at the very end of the game after barely listening to us throughout the rest of the game. and we nominated Captain Anderson to be the human representative on the new formed council. Let's continue. Here's the opening, and I promise you it's not an opening that you expect. Smoldery sun.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody
That's
icon.
right. Yes.
But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
1 month after the devastating Geth attack on the Citadel, humanity seized political control of the galaxy. Now the human-led council is forced to respond to evidence that the Reapers, enormous machines that eradicate all advanced civilizations every 50,000 years, have returned to... and I can never read that fast enough. Anyway, basically to quell concerns and rumors, they have sent Shepard to find Geth incursions and eradicate Geth around the galaxy. And really, we know the Geth are not the real enemy here, but that's what the Council is sending us after.
Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
Thanks, Joker.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Who is it? I never actually found out who this was that does this. Under attack. And we're not in a fighting ship. We're in a stealth ship that wasn't very stealthy.
Weapons offline! Somebody get that fire out!
Ouch. Liara! We love Liara. Get your helmet on. Safety first.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time?
By the way, Frosty, that Cerberus sounded very shifty. And gonna be even more shifty. Alright.
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
Get on with it.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker.
Oh, Liara. Be safe.
Liara, go.
We love you. We love you,
Now.
Liara.
Aye, aye.
Thank you. Thank you, my dear.
Everybody in! Go, go, go!
The music's very soft, and so as I turned it down, but I might have turned it down too far. Drama, bad things happening. There we go. So yeah, Normandy getting pretty fucked up. Not what you expected at the start, right? Just wait. Alrighty, here we are. We're in control. Gets to the cockpit, and we gotta save Joker.
Mayday! This is SSV Normandy!
Alright, we're gonna go up some stairs, right?
Heavy damage from an unknown enemy!
Not that way. Also, yes, there we go. FOV mod for the win. That's much better.
Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
So I've got still got my visual mods installed for Mass Effect 2, and they are awesome. And there's a random planet and raw, terrifying space as the ship is being ripped apart. Obviously, no sound. There's no atmosphere right now. But it is kind of pretty if you look up and ignore the terror that is unfolding around us. Alright, into the shielded cockpit. Come on, Joker, what are you doing?
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
No, you can't.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack.
Pretty solid attack. They did not muck around. Come on, Joker.
Watch the arm.
Now remember, Joker's got a bone disease that causes his bones to be very light and non-dense and fracture easily. So he's not the most mobile or speediest of movers.
Commander!
Send him. Okay. Launched his escape pod. Joker is away. And we got blown to hell up. Our beloved ship. Oh. Destroyed. So just silence of space and our balls. Our ship is breached. Our suit is breached. And there we go. Sad music plays. And this time, Shepard actually died. Shepard is dead. I'm not even joking. But just hold on. Shepard down. Mass Effect 2. So, Grizz, you just missed... All you missed is our ship just got attacked and blown the hell up. And then that's what you saw. All right, so we're going to go into what is the Mass Effect Genesis. This was an interactive comic that was produced a little while after Mass Effect 2 was launched, because it enables you to create effectively your own narrative or generate your own save game for Mass Effect 1 if you never played it. It was originally, I think, introduced for PlayStation and then rolled out elsewhere as well, so you could actually control a lot more of the events that led into your Mass Effect 2 game if you never played the first one, because back then the first one was especially clunky. It's a really good interactive comic that I just saw a sample of last night, so we're going to go through it. We don't make any choices because we've already imported our save, but it still does a really good job of a recap. So that's what we're jumping into. No, Grizz, I had not cocked up. That is absolutely the way it's meant to happen at the start of the game. Ship gets blown up. Yes, let's review the story. This will be a summary of what took place for us in Mass Effect 1. Hopefully it should be pretty good, I think. It should be pretty decent.
Routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Alenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams, a soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way.
Also a little bit xenophobic.
Joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. Massive. Scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact. A beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Lieutenant Alenko made the mistake of getting too close. Hit him with some type of energy. I grabbed him and threw him out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard.
Yeah.
Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move. Could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Udina, our political representative on the Citadel.
Hit Udina.
With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Udina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security.
Yeah, Garrus.
Despite orders from his
Awesome.
superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led us to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally, a tech expert with a knack for hacking. She procured some information on Saren, evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace that they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions, but not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I'd need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues, and a new appreciation for the Asari.
Appreciation.
Technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Caden was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently, she felt it too.
Yeah.
But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission, finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved the queen of a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni queen. The queen's drones were everywhere, and they were not happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone, with the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her, but the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. The Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves. Mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will.
Still tough,
I had
though.
to destroy the base and all its research. Rex disagreed, violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split my team into 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign, the Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he'd found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence. But he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Caden was a good man, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Caden's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we put our feelings aside for the sake of the mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other, and it was perfect.
Oh yeah.
While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died like every species before them, but a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He'd caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope that the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Council fleets battled Saren's army outside the Citadel, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council could be replaced. The fleets were needed here and now if we were going to defeat Sovereign.
Plus they were kind of dickish.
Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet. The battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left to me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician.
No.
Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be placed before him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust.
That's right.
Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned cleanup duty, routing out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Until we were beset and shot down and died. So here we are. That's the recap done, which is a pretty good recap in that comic, I reckon. Pretty good. And now, what is going on? Because Shepard is dead.
Has been recovered. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
Yep. Shepard getting repaired. Or trying to be. Cybernetic enhancements. We have the technology. We can rebuild her. It's Fifth Element, yeah. It is. Actually, it's very Fifth Element, isn't it? Love that movie. I need to watch it again sometime. There we go. Accept our old face. Although sometimes you can have some scars and stuff added from the reconstruction. But let's just go with our default face. I don't think we can have... We jump into the custom for a second. Because we can't have any different hair colors, because the hair colors are still a bit shit. It's all still the same. Michael presets, nope. And we'll stick. Let's go back. Import our face for consistency. Alright, so we're still going to be a Vanguard. So I love Vanguards. They are outfitted with level 5 N implants, enabling them to perform a biotic charge, which is awesome. That strikes the opponent with incredible force while bringing the Vanguard in close for short-range combat, like with shotguns we were doing previously. You'll see it in action. So we've got charge, pull, shockwave, shotgun, heavy pistol, etc. Vanguards are feared for their high-risk, high-reward combat style, closing quickly on enemies and destroying them at close range with weapons and biotic abilities. So let's go with that. So we've still got our original origin. We were born on Earth. We were a hero on one of the colonies, and we are a Vanguard. Once you confirm, yes, confirm.
Something's wrong.
She's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings. Oh my god, Miranda. I think she's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. She's not ready yet. Give her the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing.
What's going on?
Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
And knocked out again.
Falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost her.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Yeah, your estimates are off. You nearly cost us everything, Baldy man. So, Shepard has died and now been rebuilt. We do have some scars.
Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry!
Alright, back in action. What the hell going on? How long was I out? We'll find out, don't worry. The answers are coming. That poor woman can't even die in peace. There is no peace.
Don't wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
Done.
Pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind cover now.
Alright, so one thing that's...
Shield yourself from the blast.
So one thing that's changed is instead of weapons now just building up heat and discharging heat, they now have a clip system. So instead of shooting bullets, they have thermal clips. So the clips that you eject and expunge are heat radiating.
We'll kill you. Get it?
Oh, all right. Jeez, Miranda, relax. But now we have ammo of sorts. Ammo in the form.
Security to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
Right, I will. So ammo in the form of thermoclips. Reload. Ching, ejects the clip.
Up a barricade to try holding the mechs off.
Alright, tutorial mission. Let's do the tutorial. What are we going to do? This button.
Keep moving. We need to get you to the shuttles.
And reload. Ching. Now, here we go. Let's put our charge ability up here. And activate Bernie ammo. Cool. Alright, we're back in action. Let's see what this Vanguard business is all about.
Take cover.
At least I can control taking cover a lot more now too, but here we go. Vanguard time! Boom! Yes, that's how we do it. You don't get up. Sit down, dickhead. That's how we do it. That's what we love about Vanguards. Charge. Charge and cool biotic abilities like that. The only difference is now the cooldown is a global cooldown. So if you use one power, all of your powers are on cooldown. But we're just...
heading your way. Grab the grenade launcher off the security officer's body.
Alright, yoink.
Here come the mechs.
Alright, grenade launcher time.
Take the elevator down 1 floor.
Yes, ma'am. Only problem is there's no hotkey for changing weapons, so I have to use the little menu for switching between weapons. That's okay. Can we quick save yet? No, we can't.
Hurry! Get to the door! Run!
Sprint. There we go.
You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, read me. I've got men closing in on my position.
Okay. People closing in on her position, so she can't talk. And we open this door. Check some of this.
But subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
So Shepard is not only rebuilt, but actually has cybernetic enhancements. And Grizz, unfortunately, the answer is no. There is still no jumping. Although we can vault over objects now. A bit like in Division 2, you can sort of vault over obstacles, but no proper jumpy jumps. And hello, confused human. Thanks for coming along.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all this money. It's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
So the project ran over budget and possibly over time. We are the $4 billion woman, it would seem. Can we save yet? Still can't save. Do a manual save. Okay. This way, I think. Oh, look out behind you.
System not designed for specialized.
Balls. Public computer.
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old ice queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Oh, that siren sound's getting annoying. Quick saving does work. I just got to remember to look in the, what is it? In the bottom right of the screen for the message, not in the middle.
I'm coming! Shepard, what the hell?
Do you know who I am?
What are you doing here? I thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it!
Hit him. Nice.
Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Alright, so many questions, my man.
This isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together.
2 years.
Or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit him with the good stuff.
I too am somewhat biotic. Not full-blown, but partial. Alright, so, Command Jacob, please give this guy a yoink. She said. So he's a biotic, so we can pull and push.
They're falling back. Okay, I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
I want to know everything.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Cool. All right, so the main guys survived.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean, cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
Upgrades.
Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Damn.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it, what they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting. At us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
Alright. What about this guy then?
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant, but I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself, but I hope she's okay.
Well, I guess we hope she's okay too. Well, let's crack on then.
The quickest way to those shuttles.
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get her out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Alrighty, let's go... Which way? This way. So, we don't have a full-blown radar anymore, but we do have a very vague mini-map to use that points us in the direction of the objective every now and again.
They've seen us.
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Do better! Lock on, shoot it. Boom, that's better.
Backup systems engaged. Rerouting power. Allied force casualty.
Oh, you're still up. Look at this creepy bastard.
Wilson,
Oh,
find us another route out of here.
it exploded.
Doesn't lead straight into an enemy squad.
Just keep moving toward the control room. Don't get pinned down. I'll see what I can do.
Alright, cool. Can I check my own level and squad? I can. So because we imported a near top level or max level character, we start at level 5 with some points already. Do I have any points to spend? I do. So we are going to spend some points on charge because it is my most favoritist of favorite abilities. Can we upload this one? Not yet. Need 4 points for that one. Okay, cool. Well, that's fine. And I guess let's check Jacob. Your biotic abilities are going to be handy, so we'll up your powers as well. Carry on, quick save. Actually, we'll do a proper save. Excellent.
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
God! I'm hit! They shot me!
These stairs. Oh, there's a log here. Let's open that.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete. we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who she was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter her identity in any way, if she's somehow not the woman she used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Very good. So they made us, or rebuilt us exactly as we were. Just with some minor upgrades.
Shepard, down here!
Wilson!
Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Yoink. But now he's part of our crew. We can use Metagel. So this has changed slightly from previously, but basically it's the resurrecting uses Metagel now. And everyone just auto heals.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, huh? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe and then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Yeah, she's tough.
Where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did she wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few...
Oh, more mech fighty time. Charge! Oh, come on. Sometimes the charge doesn't lock on very well. Charge, you dickhead! I died because my charge ability wouldn't fire. Oh man, come on. Oh, I've got to go through this shit again.
Bastards got me in a...
We need to get off.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Where is it? Unity.
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace.
There are only two possible...
Alright.
Overload nesters to clear a path to the shuttles.
Alright, let's shoot a couple, be a bit more careful. Need my damn charge ability to work. Because it also recharges shields. Can't get a lock. Oh, I see. There's no path to get to them. So, oh, I get it. Okay, so these canisters need to be overloaded using Wilson's overload ability. Blow that up, please. Now, I can charge. Or they're all dead anyway.
Okay, we took him down, but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Cerberus. So that is the dodgy organization that we actually had to hunt down and clear out at one stage for all their super dodgy experiments they were doing in the first game. Now, this is not Exogeny, the guys that did all the Thorian research on the colonies, but these guys were doing research in other stations on multiple planets that we had to clear out. Because, yeah, they kind of don't have a good reputation. And Spokelsaurus, don't worry, Joker will be back. He's not gone. He'll be here.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe, but there's more to it. The Alliance
propaganda.
You're dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too, but right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Illusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
What is the Illusive Man?
Illusive Man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course.
What's your
Nobody
name?
knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
Well.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I am not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss, but after we've saved our butts. We're almost at the shuttle.
Onwards! Okay, grab that. Which way are we going? I'd go through here, down the stairs then. Yep.